Okay, so I actually came across this video and it just piqued my interest. I saw the thumbnail first and it was a Silent Hill thumbnail that had James in it, and I was actually super excited about it because I love Silent Hill. And then I saw the title and I was more hooked into it. So I need this guy to teach me how to bait people into videos. No, honestly, uh, I love Silent Hill. It's a great game, and I have a funny story actually with Silent Hill 2. But we will get to it after this video. And the title, I don't think you guys can see it. It is Silent Hill to Help Me Survive My Darkest Moments. Okay. It is a tough title. Not, I'm not gonna lie. And I really am interested in seeing what's going on with this one. So without any further delays,
If you
let's get
told me
into
years
it.
ago that Silent Hill 2 would change my perspective on life forever, I would have probably laughed. I would have never expected a horror game to save my life, but Silent Hill 2 found me at a moment when I was falling apart, and it changed me in a way that I still don't fully know how to explain. This isn't going to
Okay.
be a review or a lore breakdown. This is about how Silent Hill 2 hit me at one of the darkest points in my life. But before I dive into that, let me explain my first experience with this game.
Okay. You know, a video is gonna be good when they have one of these, like these intros with the black background and the white. You just know it's gonna be good. And trust me, I should know. I've spent a lot of time watching 7-hour documentaries about weird stuff. And this is usually how they start. So this is actually gonna be exciting. Let's see what's up.
I've heard about Silent Hill vaguely throughout my life, and while I never grew up playing the series, I knew some of my friends did, and I do remember playing a little bit of Silent Hill Shattered Memories on the Wii when I was a kid. I also remember seeing part of the movie at a Thanksgiving dinner when I was a kid. Literally the only part I remember was seeing Pyramid Head rip someone apart on TV. Somehow I
I should
knew the
watch this
Pyramid
movie. It
Head
looks
was an
really good, by
established
the way.
Silent Hill creature, so I ran from the living room to yell at my parents and the other family members that were eating that
Pyramid Head from Silent Hill just ripped the skin off a naked lady.
to which my parents promptly got me to stop talking and went to change the channel on the TV. Other than that, the only thing related to the series in my life is when I would look outside and see fog, and I'd just be like, look, it's like Silent Hill out there,
I told you
guys.
this
That
video
was
is gonna
until
be good,
around
huh?
2022.
Okay. I gotta stop here because my experience with Silent Hill in general is similar to his, except for the part that my first and probably only introduction to this series in general was the Silent Hill 2 remake, the Bloopers Team one. That was my first, I guess, experience with the series, and I immediately got no, actually no, I didn't immediately get hooked. No, it took some tries, and that's something that I'll probably tell you guys about after we finish this one. So I'll just let the man say his piece.
That's when I bought a used Xbox One. I was scouring the store to see what games were available. I landed on the Silent Hill HD collection. And yeah, I know now that
Okay, never
this
knew
wasn't
that
regarded as
existed.
a great port by many fans. Regardless, I still got to experience both Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, so I was pretty happy. And I was really excited to try Silent Hill 2 since I've heard throughout the years that it was regarded as the best horror
Yeah,
game of all time,
that's basically
constantly
why
being
I
at the
played the
number one
game.
spot of any list you'd see
I just
online, and
followed
I
the herd.
definitely could see why. The game is genuinely terrifying and gives off a sense of dread that not many other horror games can pull off properly. I
I can
vowed not to
attest to
look up
that.
anything about the
Yep.
game, either to help me solve puzzles or any lore about the game, which I'm very glad I chose to do. It made this game so much better when I first finished it. The first hour of the game, I was creeped out and lost in the town of Silent Hill. Wasn't really sure what I was doing or where to go.
Okay, I have something to tell you. It's a bit embarrassing about my first experience with the game, but hey, what the heck. So the first time I actually played the game, just like him, I was freaked out by the ambience, the environment, everything. But, I just pulled through. I thought it was going to be just like any other game, and I was just honestly excited and wanted to finish it for one simple reason. I saw a lot of video essays on it on YouTube, and I was just dying to watch them all. And being me, I would never watch them without finishing the game so I don't get spoiled. So, yeah, I did that with Silent Hill. I did that with the Fallout TV show on Amazon. I actually played the entirety of the Fallout 4. I think I clocked in at like 90-ish hours on that game. Then I watched the TV show and it was nothing related to it. So, but hey, I actually enjoyed Fallout 4, but this is not a Fallout 4 video. This is a Silent Hill 2 video, so let's get back to it.
Did manage to get the radio. Side note, on replaying this game, it blew my mind how it spoiled the plot twist in this game the moment you hear Mary on the radio right at the beginning of the game. But obviously you wouldn't know that on your first time playing. Then eventually I ended up finding the RV
how?
in Silent Hill, and then I ended up saving there because I spent
Okay,
like
wait,
2
he's
hours
playing
running
the
around,
original one.
and I
Okay,
had
now I
clue
get
what
it.
I was
Okay.
doing. So I paused
Like,
my
what's up with the
playthrough at this
graphics?
point, but I knew I'd eventually come back to it. It took me just about another year before I picked the game up again in 2023.
Oh, okay. I guess I was keeping this or saving it for later, but now that he spoke about it, this is basically my experience with the Silent Hill 2. Honest to God. I played it first, I think it was, I want to say last year. I don't remember, but anyways, I played it, booted up the first time. I got to the hotel, and I kid you not, I swear to God, I was lost at that level for like 6 hours or something like that. Because I checked when I first played, like it took me like an hour and a half ish to get to the hotel. And after I was lost in the hotel for like that much time, I just rage quitted the game, and my time was like 6 hours played. So I never played it again for like eight-ish months, something like that. And for some reason, the moment I booted back up again, because I was just bored, I had nothing to play. I had just finished Red Dead Redemption 2 and I was lost. Like I needed something good to just fill the empty space that Red Dead Redemption 2 left. So I just put it up. I was back at the hotel, and for some reason, I just don't know what happened. I immediately solved whatever I was stuck on, and I just continued. Never looked back again. And honestly, I loved it. And to be honest, this is one of the recurring themes that I have. I would play a game. I'd like maybe play 1-2-ish hours in it, and then I'd just leave it. And then when I come back, eventually for some reason, maybe I just didn't vibe with it for the first time. I sucked at it like I did with Silent Hill 2. Whenever I come back and actually finish the game, they become one of my all-time favorites. It happened with Red Dead Redemption 2, probably my all-time favorite game. Silent Hill 2, the best psychological horror game that I've ever played. And it happened with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Top 3 Assassin's Creed game for me. I'm not gonna tell you 1 and 2 so you guys don't dislike the video. But anyways, I went on a tangent, sorry. Let's get back into it.
This time, it was like everything clicked. The puzzles were making sense. I started using the map a lot more. I managed to get through without being confused for too long. But the point of this video isn't about how I played Silent Hill 2. It's about something much deeper than that. And it was about the later half of the game where I really started to feel incredibly attached to this game.
Okay. I hope this isn't going where I think it's going. The later half of the game is literally...
When I picked up Silent Hill 2 again in 2023, I wasn't doing well. I
Did he
was
kill his
reaching a
wife?
breaking point with holding on to the grief from the death of
Spoiler
some of
for
my
the people
friends
who haven't
throughout
played the
years.
game.
I was dealing
Sorry, I
with a breakup
guess.
that hit harder than I was expecting, and underneath all of that, I
Okay.
was still carrying trauma from when I was like 17 or 18, when I genuinely thought I was going to die. I had health issues, specifically heart issues. I know this all seems like random facts about my life right now, but trust me, it will all make sense. The ER, and by extension the hospital rooms, became like a second home for me. I was there so much,
okay.
pretty much every other day. I remember having to juggle with the fact that I may very well die at a young age, or worse, have
Damn,
a
dude,
stroke
what
and be
the-
permanently stuck in a vegetative state. I had to come to terms with facing morality while I was crying in a dark ER room that I was admitted to overnight
This
for like
got
the
dark,
100th
what the
time.
heck? I
I
did
remember
not
wishing that
expect
I could
this,
have more
man.
support, wishing that the nurses didn't tell my friends and family that they couldn't stay all night with me. I remember feeling incredibly lonely and frustrated. Not just with the circumstances of my health issues, but also with myself. I felt selfish for wanting to have more support around me, because these friends and family members had lives too, They couldn't just sit around for days being with me. I remember feeling sad for the way I treated some of them, for getting a little hostile with them when I was in there. Not because they did anything wrong, but because I misplaced my anger that stemmed from these health issues that I didn't ask for. Above
Okay,
all
wow.
else, I felt like a burden to everybody. People would constantly have to get off work, or they'd have to cancel their plans, or they'd have to drive out to see me, or to just hang out with me, or just, be around
What
for a
the
little bit of
heck?
a moral support here and there, and I felt like such a burden, man. I had been holding all of that in for years. And Silent Hill 2, it didn't just scare me, it confronted me, personally. Back to my
Okay.
playthrough of Silent
Honestly, wow. I mean, I did not expect it to be this. Okay, wow. I mean, I don't mean to like tell people what to feel or whatnot, but if you ever do feel like that, I mean, just know that you're loved, man. You might not feel it, but it is there. People around you, they love you, and they actually do care. Like being around you, your toughest times. That's what family and friends are there for, honestly. So if you ever do feel like that, just know it's not true. And I mean, I wasn't expecting this. Wow, this just got real dark. Wow. Okay, let's just let's just continue.
Hill. I played the last half of the game in one long stretch, while I was drunk, exhausted, and completely alone in my room in the middle of the night. It was one of those nights where I wasn't just playing a game anymore, I was just trying to outrun my thoughts. Pretty much just trying to distract myself. The horror in Silent Hill 2 was great, but that's not what
Yeah,
got
it's
me.
actually really good. Yeah.
What broke me was the story, specifically the story between James and Mary. The way Mary goes hot and cold, the way she calls herself disgusting and implies she's a burden, lashes out and then
I always get them confused,
apologizes,
honestly,
and
to be
begs
honest,
James to
Mary
tell her
and
she's
Maria.
not going to die,
I always get them
begging for
confused.
him
Like
to stay with
I
her.
have to remind myself
I
which
lived
is
that.
which.
When I was younger and dealing with heart issues, I genuinely thought I was going to die. And I remember apologizing to people for being a burden. I remember writing and texting messages to people along the lines of, if I do die anytime soon, I just want you to know this, ... I remember the fear and the guilt and the desperation. I remember all of that. And this game was subtly forcing me to face things that I was avoiding. Silent Hill 2 does have some crazy monsters and incredibly terrifying moments, but the game isn't just about that. Its deeper, layered story is about grief, guilt, and about the parts of yourself you don't want to look at. It makes you face everything
Okay.
you've been avoiding. And that translated
I
not
mean-
only into its own
I guess this is probably gonna be the best iteration on the game that I've seen, and it's just because it comes from experience. Like he's talking from a place that this game came too close to home to him, and I guess that just makes it more personal, more nuanced in the essay, if you can call it that. But honestly, wow, this is eye-opening. I never looked at the game this way. Video games in general, honestly, I never looked at them as a, I don't want to say an escape because they are an escape, but not to this extent. Wow, this is actually kudos to this man, and I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing well. And yeah, okay.
own game world, it translated to mine as well. It's not just Mary that I related to so strongly either. I also related to James as well. Specifically the moment where he finally realizes and comes to terms with the reason behind Pyramid Head's existence. Why he keeps seeing Maria die by the creature's hand. The moment when James finally says,
That's why I needed you.
that
Okay.
line hit me, because it's the moment he stops running from the truth. The moment he realizes he's been
That-
clinging to a version of someone that
that
wasn't
he's the
real
monster.
anymore. And that's exactly what I was doing in my own life. I was holding on to people I'd lost, holding on to relationships that were already gone, and mainly holding on to guilt and grief I never processed. James's realization
Yeah, that's
felt
actually
like my own.
dangerous. I mean, holding on to something like that, it just eats at you, man. Like, you can even notice it in the little details day by day. You become more angry, more frustrated. You have this weird and intense feeling inside of you that feel like it's just gonna burst out. So I can understand that one. I can definitely understand that one. And like I said, I hope this man is doing a-okay and he healed from all the trauma that happened to him and he is doing amazing. I hope so.
That sometimes the thing you're chasing is the hope that things could go back to the way they were before everything fell apart.
And they never
And
do.
how that just simply isn't possible
They never do,
anymore.
yep.
But the moment that finally broke me, the moment that finally broke through everything I'd been holding in, was Mary's letter.
Okay. Breakthrough.
And it's not even a cutscene. It's just a static screen with her voice reading the
Okay,
letter.
this is
It's
different from
simple,
the
quiet,
remake.
honest, and raw. To the point that even
I
the
think it
voice
happens in
actor
the
herself
beginning of the
started
game,
tearing
right?
up while
What?
reading her recorded lines. And it hits harder than any emotional ending I've ever seen in a game. When she told James to do what's best for himself, when she apologized, when she said she didn't know if he would hate her or pity her, something in me just snapped. And when she uttered those last words,
James, you made me happy.
I couldn't contain myself. And I held my hands to my face as I just started bawling. When the
Oh,
credits
wow.
rolled,
This is a
I
whole
looked
new
out my window,
perspective on the game,
and the sun
actually.
was starting to rise. I could hear the birds were chirping, and so I walked outside. I was still drunk and tired with tears rolling down my face, and I just walked around the block while the sky was this beautiful orange. It felt like I had just gone through something traumatic, but I survived it.
Even through the darkest of nights, the sun will shine again, boys. I guess, yeah, okay.
And for the first time in years, I felt like a weight had been lifted, much like how James was likely feeling in the end of the game, at least for the ending that I got. Silent Hill 2 didn't fix me in a
Yeah, some
traditional
endings are
sense.
not
It
that
didn't
good.
magically
Yep.
heal my grief or my trauma, but it
By
reminded
the
me
way,
of something that I
if you didn't get the aliens ending, you haven't played the game. Just saying.
had forgotten, that I survived, that I was given a second chance, that I wasn't supposed to waste it. When I was in that hospital bed praying to God for a second chance at life, I promised myself that I wouldn't take it for granted. Silent Hill 2 reminded me of that promise. Silent Hill 2 didn't save my life by giving me hope. It saved my life by giving me honesty. And sometimes that's what you really need to finally
Yep,
let go of
I
trauma.
agree, 100%.
This game will be one that I forever cherish.
Self-love is needed
And it's one of the
sometimes,
few
honestly,
games
yeah.
that I play whenever I'm struggling with something mentally, to help remind myself and keep me grounded, while also letting go of the emotional pain of the things I have no control over. For me, Silent Hill 2 was a
Okay.
mirror, not just a horror game. And with everything that I was struggling with mentally during that time, I'm incredibly glad and grateful that I played it during those times. It moved me in such an emotional way that a video game
I'm
has
gonna let him
never done
finish, I'm not
before.
gonna
For me,
interrupt.
Silent Hill 2 isn't just my favorite horror game. It was a therapy session that I never knew I needed.
Wow. Okay, this video, actually, this was something else. Holy. Subscribe. I mean, if anybody sees this video by some chance, just subscribe to the dude. Like, honestly, this was good. I did not expect this. I mean, it's a whole nother perspective on the game. Like, for me, what made me love it, but put it so high in my game ranking list was the fact that I've never felt that much horror and stress while playing any game, any horror game for that matter. But to find out that for someone else it was like it's complete solace, it's complete happiness that he got from the game, puts the entire thing in another perspective, man. Honestly, like this just feels like it's eye-opening, honestly. So this is good. I wasn't expecting this, honestly. I was just like, maybe it's just gonna be another video essay about the game, and I love those, so I'm just gonna watch it. But I did not expect this. Wow, kudos to the man. I'm glad he's doing okay, and video games can save lives, I guess. Not like the mainstream media always says, "Oh, I don't know who just got killed. Let's play video games." They can actually save lives. So I'd love to see more of this on mainstream media as opposed to the I don't know, Call of Duty just killed 500 people or whatever. This was actually good. I mean, again, I hope the man is doing well. It's an amazing video. I wasn't expecting it to be this deep, but wow, just wow. I'm genuinely speechless. I have nothing to say. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say, boys. Until we meet again. Peace.